Good morning, everybody. Wow, we got some sun today. That's crazy bright. But welcome back to my channel. Let me try and get lined up so you can see the bike. Kinda. Anyway, it's coming up on my 5,000 miles, and I wanted to kind of give you guys the verdict, my thoughts and opinions on how awesome this bike is. So I bought it brand new. I have done some changes to it. I mean, you'll notice I've got the Stealth 2-in-1 pipes, and I've got them wrapped because on the way home from the dealership, they burned my rain pants, man, my favorite rain pants. What's up? But this bike has been a joy to ride. Super easy, lightweight considering, I mean, it is a Softail, not as light as my Sportster over there, but it's a great bike. It handles and performs just spot on. On the highway, that's where she excels, with all that torque and that power. But yeah, getting her on the interstate is, I look forward to getting on the interstate, right? Because it's so good. But anyway, as you can see, she's looking good. Hopefully you guys can see that here on my, it's a 360 camera. All right, I'm going to gear up. I will see you guys out there. Okay, see you out there. All right, people, this is my 5,000 mile review on my 2023 Lowrider S. Let me close this visor. Oh my goodness. The ultimate motorcycle right here. Harley Davidson Lowrider S. If you were to meet a bunch of aliens from some other planet and you're trying to explain to them motorcycle, just show them this picture. Show them my videos on my channel. But this is quintessential, man. It's just got everything you need and not what you don't need. The Lowrider S. This 2023 with all the torque and horsepower and just sexiness. It's the way to go. Wow, so this might be my last moto vlog of the season. It's October 2nd. I don't know how much longer decent weather is going to be around. Because here in Pacific Northwest, it's just rainy and very cold. Like constantly, and dark. When I was in Texas, it's like, okay, even California when I was there, it's like, doesn't matter what the weather's like, I'm going to ride 365 days out of the year. Look, it's not saying much when you live in Texas and California, where your worst weather is good weather by Seattle standards. About the bike, right? You guys want to hear about the bike? So I've had no issues with it. I've tried different configurations with the handlebars and riser setups, and I think I'm happy with this, because the first thing I noticed when I was at the dealership, and I was just sitting on the bike, I was leaning forward a lot, and I don't want to lean forward. I want to just be upright. So that's why I switched out the risers and the handlebars, and now It's just perfect, you know. I'm like straight up, not leaning forward. I can relax my arms, elbows a little bit. But ergonomically, this is fantastic. I think anybody who gets this is going to agree. Yeah, we're going north. Oh, and as you notice, there's no GPS on this today, so we're just going without GPS, right? It's the pioneering spirit. My pioneering spirit says, go north, or maybe northwest, but it's gorgeous, gorgeous, you guys. No, I think most people do put in different bars, unless you have like gorilla arms. I do not have gorilla arms, but I do think that's one thing to do, is swap out the bars. But it's great. And I did put on this Memphis Shades Road Warrior windscreen. It's got the 13-inch. So I know it's not really a naked bike, not like my Sportster. That's naked raw, yeah. But I wanted this bike for longer trips and out on the interstates where you're going 70 plus. And this is perfect. You know, like I mentioned in the intro, did I mention in the intro? I had a 2017 Softail Deluxe, which is great on the highway too, on the interstate. But I don't know, it was just old school. I wanted a new school looking motorcycle. So that's what I got. I got the new school. Fantastic. Now we're not going to go all the way to like those places because it is a bit cold, but sure is good enough to ride. So I'm like not even 3,000 RPMs, going 62 miles an hour in fifth gear. But this is a good highway for any bike. You know, not really, well, there are a few twisties here and there, but you know, it's wavy, it's in good condition, and not tons of traffic. That's what I like. When you go to YouTube and you watch everybody else's reviews, I mean, I kind of think we all say the same thing. I'm not really a tech spec sheet kind of guy, so I don't know all that stuff, you know. Like the front rake, I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know what the number is. But you just feel free and easy. Look at these trees. I'm always saying that too. time I go out on a ride, every time it's like, okay, I'm going out to practice. You know, but I tell you, having a bike that you're comfortable on, that's very responsive, that you're not intimidated with, it's pretty simple to operate, you're not distracted by those other bikes with the fairings with speakers and iPod or iPads and whatever. Dude, I want a raw motorcycle experience. I don't want a cushy motorcycle experience. And you just get that. It's just the best thing. So I do notice when I'm in the shade, temperature drops. And I'm like, it's so cold. But I'm a baby. And the sunshine is awesome. Beautiful. Give it some gas here. See, 3,000 RPMs. I'll say living here in the Pacific Northwest, out of the hustle and bustle of the Seattle, Olympia area, you've got just the most scenic highways. They're just gorgeous. You know, and even if you're not a nature lover, let's just say you're a nature hater. You still benefit. It's still good being outside in this nature that you hate. Love it. I love the planet. Love this part of the planet. So, as I mentioned before, it's a little cool today, and I do not have, these are not my winter gloves. But I sure would like some suggestions from you guys, because I cannot for the life of me find a waterproof winter glove. The ones that I have that were advertised as waterproof, you know, I could squeeze out a half a cup of water after every ride. And if you know of any, could recommend any, that would be fantastic. And I'm getting hungry. You guys got appetite problems? I do. I have appetite problems. I go all day with no appetite, not eating. But I get on my bike and I'm always hungry. So that's good. You should be hungry. You can satisfy that hunger with a Lowrider S. Harley Davidson FX LRS, because it's such a fun bike. But yeah, when you're out here in the Pacific Northwest like this, you know, you do have to be careful for Ewoks. Yeah, I'm telling you, they'll jump right out of the bushes. You don't want to hit an Ewok. Unless you're an Ewok hater in this terrible nature, freaking Ewoks. I must have had a goof pill in my coffee. I'll have to check that. This is a good road because there's seldom a lot of traffic on it. So I can go as fast or slow as I want. Sometimes I don't want to go fast. Sometimes I just want to chill. Kind of chilling now. 66 miles an hour. Kind of chill. Cold. Oh yeah, and I was going to put on my winter. This is not my winter jacket. This is my autumn jacket. But it's still really good. The only thing that's cold are my legs. Even my hands are okay. A little cold, but sure do want some decent gloves. Maybe I should get some battery warmer gloves. Oh, some clouds are rolling in. Smells good. You know, I was kind of looking fall-ish. Some of these smaller deciduous trees are changing colors. And we do have a lot of evergreens here, but we got a lot of the non-evergreens. And they'll turn, it's beautiful. Not quite like New England or the Midwest, but alright, let's do a torque test. I gotta hunch down a little bit so I don't fly off the back. That's just in fourth. It's like crazy. Hauling ass in fourth gear. Fifth gear, 3,500 RPMs. Now finally in sixth. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Pretty sky. Good thing it's not that windy. Did I say it was windy? It's not windy. I thought it would be windy. Alright, bringing it back down to the speed limit. Yeah, just turning this bike and I just feel at one with it. Such a great motorcycle. And I know I compare this a lot with my Iron 1250, which is not really a apples to apples comparison, but it'd be more appropriate to compare this with my Softail Deluxe, which I don't know, I didn't ride that at all as aggressively. I scrape the pegs now and then. I've never scraped the pegs on this bike, you know, so it's like I'd ride that pretty tamely and I'd still scrape pegs, which is okay, you know. I kind of miss scraping pegs. I scrape pegs on every bike I've had except this one. Oh, and the Sportster. Haven't scraped pegs on that. I know, I'm just not trying hard enough. But in all fairness, this does not feel like a heavy bike. I wouldn't say that it's the best bike, you know, for new riders, or, you know, you haven't had a motorcycle before. You know, it's like, if you've never driven a car before, you know, really you're going to go out and get a Lamborghini Countach? But for your second bike, absolutely good choice. You know, and I don't think people say how versatile it is. And by versatility, I mean it's good for like a short, like a ride like today, you know, kind of sort of some twisties, you know, single lane highway, fun bike. It's great even on the twisties too. And it's great just going straight on the interstate with the cruise control set like at 75. Piece of cake. I mean, they really did knock it out of the park with this bike. Never mind, false alarm. Thought an Ewok was jumping out in front of me. Exaggerating. Oh, I think I have tennis elbow in my left elbow because it's been hurting for like 2 months now. And it extends from the elbow to the inner elbow bend area and the muscles in my forearm. I didn't hurt it, didn't bump it, nothing. It just hurts.